A portion of this video is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. For more information about Sheath Underwear, visit the link in the description or wait till the end of this video to hear more from me. Republicans love, maybe more than anything else, to tell on themselves, to say the quiet part out loud, to jettison the dog whistle and just use a megaphone. We cannot be trusted. And that is something that happened yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It might have been just this weekend with Dana Bash from CNN and Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security. Now, I put a little extra stank on that because it is very informational. It is telling that the Secretary of Homeland Security, the woman tasked with the security of the homeland, to really put a fine point on it, is telling you, you can't trust the government now. And I'm not, it's not that I'm misconstruing the quote. I can't, she said, you can't trust the government anymore, is what she said. While we have unelected, outside of the bounds of oversight of Congress, a co-equal branch of government, we've got 19-year-old high school graduates plugging in private servers to government networks. Who know? We don't know. I would say they're downloading. I would assume they are not just maintaining data, but they are. It is flagrantly unconstitutional. It is wildly illegal that someone, the richest man on the planet, is dispatching his little Nazi pukes, his employees who tweet about eugenics and hating Indian people and just racist garbage. These people, multiple, not just one of those staffers, multiple staffers have been caught with their racism bullshit out in public on social media. These people are now entering into public data. And I don't mean public like it's to the public. It's our data. It's the data of we the people. Payment systems. They have your Medicare and Medicaid records. A 19-year-old idiot who hates black people, who graduated high school and didn't even get to college yet. These are the people who have not been vetted. They don't have security clearances. So yeah, maybe we can't trust the government anymore. Certainly a Trump government. So here's Secretary of Homeland Security really sleeping on the job, Kristi Noem, talking to Dana Bash over at CNN about this very issue.
I remember a time when Republicans were very careful about and worried about the government, particularly unelected people.
Well, we can't trust the government anymore.
Having access to personal data.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You are the government.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is that the American people now are saying that we have had our personal information shared and out there in the public.
Now Elon Musk has access to it.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is part of the administration that is helping us identify where we can find savings and what we can do. And he has gone through the processes to make sure that he has the authority
You're totally
the president has
comfortable
granted
with it.
him. I am today by the work that he's doing by identifying waste, fraud, and abuse. And his information that he has is looking at programs, not focusing on personal data and information.
Not focusing on it, but he has access to it.
We'll be continuing to talk to him about what all he has access to. But this audit needs to happen to make sure that we are going through a process that adds integrity back into these programs. And
I'm going to play Dana Bash's reaction just one more time, but did you see it? She was almost flabbergasted. Like, wait. You are the government. You are the government, you idiot. One more time, 3-5 seconds, whatever it is. Watch this.
Oh, absolutely.
You are the government.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. You can't trust the government anymore. You are the government, and you correctly stated, you cannot be trusted. Donald Trump cannot be trusted. Elon Musk certainly cannot be trusted. His gaggle of Nazi-adjacent idiots cannot be trusted. And in this moment, we need a Democratic Party that is a powerful opposition party, not some meek, mild, weak minority party. I don't want to hear I saw this clip yesterday, and it blew my mind that Hakeem Jeffries would say, it's their government. What are we supposed to do? If you don't feel you have power in your position as minority leader of the House of Representatives, the leading Democrat in the House, if you don't feel you have power, step aside, Hakeem. There are plenty of people with the gumption, with the ability, with the ideas of how to mount an opposition to Donald Trump. How to gum up the works, how to delay and deny Donald Trump's administration wins. And I'm tired of Democrats talking about, we need to find common ground. We need to find areas we can work with the Trump administration. What about all the good things Hitler did? Just stop. If you're not going to do your job and safeguard the homeland and safeguard the American people, then get the f*** out of the way and allow someone to do so. That goes for Hakeem Jeffries and anybody else that doesn't want to represent the American people. At the very least, represent their particular constituency. We have the Secretary of Homeland Security admitting, you can't trust us. We cannot be trusted. Putting Dana Bash into a what? What did you say? You are the government, idiot. And look, I'm a nobody. I got a tiny corner of the internet here. I have no power over Hakeem Jeffries or elected Democrats other than the influence that I hopefully can bring to bear from you to call the Capitol switchboard, the number of which is 202-224-3121, 202-224-3121. Call it. Call your representative, your senator, and bring them to heel. Influence them. Tell them what you want. You're the boss. They work for you. They're not out there doing their own thing, or they should not be. We need an opposition party. It's Monday, and I'm already screaming. I took the whole weekend off. I didn't do any work. And here we are. Thankfully, there are millions of Americans just like you who are just as concerned, who are screaming and yelling just like me, and hopefully I can be their voice. Again, 202-224-3121. That is the Capitol switchboard. You don't have to get in an argument with the staffer who answers the phone. You just tell them, I want my representative, I want my senator to do X. This is my zip code. Thank you very much. Just get it on the record. Inundate them with calls. They keep track. They know what the sentiment on the ground is. It will make a difference, but it has to be mass numbers. It's not because Jerry called that they're going to change if tens of thousands if keep those phone lines jammed. That's the kind of thing that moves the needle. And it's more important now to call your Democrats than it is your Republicans, because they're almost a lost cause in the Republican Party. It's the Democrats. Anyway, I love and appreciate you. I want to hear from you on this after you've called 202-224-3121. After you've called. Comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily@dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. And I would ask that you help support this work if you're in a position to do so. If you're on a fixed income, you're retired, you don't have the disposable. If you have $2 that you can just throw out the window, perfect. That's the kind of money I'm looking for. I'm not looking to put anybody in a pinch. If I'm not your guy, support somebody else. But if I am, you can become a channel member for $2 a month, or you can go to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love and appreciate you very much. We're going to get through this. It's going to be rough, but we are fighters. Be genuine. Take care of one another. I talk nearly every day about how divided we are as a country and the havoc that this division wreaks. But not all divisions are bad, right? As a mathematical concept, for instance, division allows you to split things into equal parts, allowing for equal shares. Division of labor has, for thousands of years, allowed humans to evolve their efficiency and specialization when working on certain tasks. And you can ask any kid to tell you that dinner is far better when the meat is divided from the veg. And what's more annoying than when you're sitting at a cramped table or out in the humid weather than having your meat smashed into your two veg? Is the meat and veg metaphor working here? It's time to divide and conquer with Sheath. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I have ever worn. Regular boxers are just too loose and bunchy and not great. And briefs are just a smush fest. Sheath are the solution. Head to Sheath.com and use promo code Dollemore to score 20% off and upgrade to the most comfortable underwear you'll ever wear. I'm wearing a pair right now, and indeed, that may be all I'm wearing under the desk here. But really, sheaths are the only underwear I wear. Absolutely fact. Their testicular tech features dual pouches to keep your mane apart from your sides. More dinner metaphors. Note, if you're not into the division for some reason, you don't have to use the dual pouches at all. Just throw your sheaths on like regular pair of underwear and you're good to go. Also, Sheath's stretchy fabric is super soft and made with moisture-wicking technology to keep your president and his cabinet cool and comfortable throughout the rigors of the day. I love my sheaths all the time, but they are particularly clutch in the sticky heat of DC summers, which is basically like 9 months out of the year. They were invented by a U.S. Army veteran while serving a tour in Iraq. The idea for Sheath came from discomfort in harsh environments. As a former Marine stationed in that part of the world, I get the inspiration. The airflow meshes are my personal favorite, but Sheath has tons of excellent styles and designs. Pick a pair and Sheath will hand them to your doorstep nearly instantly thanks to blindingly fast shipping and amazing customer service. Also, Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders. So with your purchase, you're making the world a better place too. Upgrade your undergarments, score 20% off right now when you head to Sheath.com and use code Dollemore. Divide and conquer your discomfort with Sheath underwear.